Hi guys, my name is Sean. I'm a houseplant enthusiast from Jakarta, Indonesia. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the care and propagation of the Anthurium Radicans hybrid. Now, I really don't know the parentage of this plant. I bought this plant as an Anthurium Radicans, but then a few of you guys very quickly shouted out to me that this is in fact not a purebred Radicans. So yeah, I'm at a loss as to what parentage it is, but Anthuriums, they do hybridize very readily because they do put out these spadix, these flowers that are easily cross-pollinated. In fact, when I look at this one, it is pollinating right now. We're not going to be talking about pollinating today because I'm still new to the subject, but it is. Yeah, it's releasing pollen right now. Very interesting. But this plant put out the cutest little flowers. I'm really amazed by how beautiful it looks. I got this as a very, very young plant. It grew quite a lot. This is probably about 2 years old. I kind of abused this plant a little bit too. I had it grown indoors originally in bright indirect light, and then I moved it outside where it gets really, really strong but dappled direct sunlight. It's living under a few plants. So it was receiving quite a fair bit of direct sunlight in fact. And it did not really burn for me. The leaves did not turn yellow. Sometimes when you kind of over burn your leaf, they would turn like into this yellowish lighter green color. It will get bleached out, but not this plant. And I actually do water this whenever. I don't really pay attention. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit overwatered. Sometimes it's underwatered. And it just grows profusely for me. Over here in this plant, you can see this is definitely a sign of overwatering when you have leaves that are yellow around the edges. This one as well. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really cut it off until the plant hits at least, or at least the leaf is at least 50% damaged. I just leave it on. Or this, if I look further down below, this could just be an old leaf that's just tired, that is just, I don't know, done its job. That's also a possibility because so far I haven't really had many yellowing leaves on this guy. It's pretty easy for some reason. And I guess hybridized plants are generally speaking quite easy. So I guess the care for this is, again, bright indirect light or a little bit of direct sunlight. I don't think it would like being in low light. I attributed its fast growth and also its bushiness to the fact that it was getting very good light. I do water this guy every day lightly. It just kind of hose down down below. And as you can see, there's actually a lot of foliage down here. There's a lot of, I think there's a lot of plantlets in there, which we're going to see soon. I see a lot of growth point here. We're going to get a close up later. Very pest free in general. I don't really pay any attention to this guy in terms of pests, and it's been just doing really well, wonderfully. I do fertilize this as well. I chuck some fertilizer in there once in a while. I don't really follow a schedule, but I do small amounts. I use different type of fertilizer and I do it quite frequently. Alright, so this is my favorite part of the video where I show you the goods, show you what it looks like inside. Look at that. I don't even know what to make of this. These are probably leaves that are trying to come out. And just now I briefly took it out, but not the whole thing. Let me see if I can unpot this now. Oh, and with Anthuriums, I forgot to mention, they like to be in chunky aerate potting mix, but I do jam some sphagnum moss in there to retain some of the humidity. Yeah, this was actually full pot before with potting mix, but I guess it got lost, it got eaten up or washed away by the rain. Look at that, these are all aerial roots. Oh my goodness. This is really, really beautiful. This really tickles my pickles. Look at this. Not only are there a lot of roots, these are all like roots here. I shouldn't be touching it, they're probably in pain when you touch the roots. And then there's also a lot of growth points coming out of here. This is gonna be a fun plant to propagate. I'm gonna get many plants out of this. And I'll be able to sell it, to share it, so more people can have this beauty right here. Look at, again, look at the flower here. So incredibly cute. Oh man. So here I see a lot of plantlets. I'm gonna see if I can just snap one right off. Gently. Yeah, it came off from the parent plant. Oh. Very interesting. So this is what one cutting actually looks like. So it's good that it's got roots, it's got a main stem here, and it's got like a lot of growth points. My goodness. And if I was actually really greedy, I could also nip this off. Should I do that? I don't know. There's so many of them, so many plants to work with. I'm gonna do it. Hang on, let me nip this off. Or let me take a pair of scissors actually. There. So I'm gonna pot this on its own. It should live. This is really, really cute, you guys. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this. And this can be cut into 2 plants too. I just want to maybe be a bit greedy on the first cutting to show you the potential. So if you cut it right here, this is actually one plant, one cute little leaf, but it's putting out some growth points here, very nice. And this is the other one. This is the other cutting with a little bit of roots. Generally speaking, with something like this, I would do it in moss because it doesn't have a lot of roots. And this may be in moss as well because it's a little bit more delicate. But something like this, I may go straight into the aroid potting mix actually. It's got an established root system. Let me do a few more examples before I finish this job without having to film the whole thing. But yeah, you can see inside there's a lot of them. Look at that. Very beautiful. Oh my god, I love, like, it's like little, oh my god, it's like a little, I don't know what you call it. I don't know, it's like a weird architecture art from another planet. Okay, this completely just came right off. I'm really amazed by how easy it is. So this is one more cutting. Let me do 2 more before I let you go. I lost a leaf here. It was jammed really tight. Let me take it out from here. Yeah, it was jammed way tight in there. Sorry. Wow, you look at that. Look at that. These are all growth points. These are all potentials for new plants. Yeah, I should have propagated this earlier, I guess. It was actually ready a while back. I'm gonna cut it right here. Yeah, this is what happens, I guess, when you hold off on propagation. You get many plants. Not all anthuriums are like this, by the way. I have some anthuriums that are super slow growers, like the clarinervium, super slow growing. So this is really making my day. This is like the fastest growing anthurium that I have actually in my collection. So I'm gonna finish up with these and let's see how many pots we end up with. All right, so I'm done. I think I went a little bit overboard. I counted 30 pots of these, and this is what the parent plant looks like. So I left a few leaves and a lot of growth point here. Actually, I should have found a deeper planter because it really would appreciate having a potting mix up to like this height where these can all root into the potting mix, but whatever, I don't really have rooms and pots to play around with. So let's see, we can enjoy these growth points grow out. And then, yeah, some of them are living in moss. If they have very little roots, I put them in moss. Most of them are going into the aroid potting mix directly. I'm gonna water them now, and I'm gonna be keeping them humid, lightly damp, not dried out completely. But because they're in very chunky potting mix, it's probably okay for them to get rained on every day. It's not a problem. Look at how chunky the mix is. This is my aroid potting mix. Welcome to a 6 weeks update, and this is everyone, and it's actually looking very good. So some of these, this is clarinervium, and this is the Radicans hybrid that we have. Look at all these, they sprouted like crazy. Look at that, because we had so much nodes to work with, and this one's about to take off. Look at that, once it's ready, it's just gonna take off. They do well in moss as well, and this is an aroid potting mix. I have a feeling that the ones in aroid potting mix seem to do a little bit better. Look at this one. So many new leaves in just 5 weeks. This one is really pretty. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at the color on this leaf. This is so pretty, and this one too. I really like them. They turn and from this red to this light, I don't know what this is, like a peach color, and then they turn green finally. And this one's really pretty as well. So everybody's doing really well. Everyone's growing. Let me see. This one's a little bit dry, I can tell from the media, and the leaves are also limping. So I need to put this somewhere where it gets better light. I think it was under some of the other big leaves, so it didn't get watered on well. Look at this baby leaf here. Hello. And this one's doing well, new leaf as well. New leaf. This is a very easy anthurium to care for, and if you like these sort of wavy leaves and the very anthurium vibes, and also they have these cute tiny flowers. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. And easy to propagate. Look at that. That's all going to turn into leaves at the same time, probably when it's ready. The leaf is a little bit damaged. I don't see any pests here, but there's a bit of damage here. Could be direct sunlight. That's what the burns sometimes look like, or fertilizer burn, also possible. This one's put out a baby leaf, baby leaves here, and this one's put out a new shiny little leaf here. I need to give this more light. This is a little bit in the back of the shelf. So I've separated these because these are going on sale today, so we won't be seeing them anymore in future updates. They are actually very ready to be shipped. This is doing really well and very stable. This one, normally people would cut the leaf off because they just don't look so good. But in my case, this leaf is still photosynthesizing. I'm gonna leave it on, but look at all the new leaves that are growing out of it. Look at that one there. There's so many potential growth points. This is a very, very beautiful, robust Anthurium, and I hope whoever purchases these, it will grow well in their homes. And look at all this beauty on the leaves, my goodness. Anyway, stay tuned for updates for the rest of the plant. Hang on, spoiler. So everything's doing really well. It's only been, I think, a week or two since our last update, but everything's growing like crazy. This one is flowering. This one's flowering. Hello, look at that. It's so beautiful. But yeah, I'll update you guys a little bit more because I wanted to see big pots of these. Welcome to a 9 weeks update. I did sell quite a few pots of these, so we're losing some of the pots here, but then look at how lush everybody is. I really enjoy walking past these guys and seeing all these beautiful pink growths. And look at all these cute baby leaves that turn yellow and then green. Yeah, so I guess this is a very successful propagation, and it goes to show that this is actually a very prolific grower. I mentioned that this is a hybrid. I don't really know what the parentage is exactly, except that there's definitely radicans in it. But just very much like the Philodendron Florida ghost, they grow really fast. They're very sturdy compared to their parent plant. So sometimes hybrid are just much more prolific, much more stronger and easier to care for than their parent plants. And this is probably one of the examples. I guess I'm at botanist on Instagram. If you want to DM me on any questions regarding plant care and propagations, I'll try my best to get back to you. Meanwhile, do take care and stay safe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.